So Frank, can you please tell me what is your involvement here with Aqua Boracay?
Well, it's, I don't know, to be very honest, I don't know how they got my name, but at some point, sometime 2019, there was a random call from a random number. I just picked it up. I don't normally pick up calls, to be honest. That's not in my contact list. And then they said if I wanted to do Aqua Boracay. And I thought it was a pitch of some sort. So I read it myself. I had my credentials. Just so happened that 10 minutes into me presenting the credentials, I was hired. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. I didn't know any of them. Like, I didn't know any of them at all. None of the people in the conference room I would know prior to meeting them during that time. And basically, that's how it started. And then that's also how they knew the caliber of marketing prowess I have. Essentially, so they gave me a quick perspective of Aqua Boracay. So the initial marketing plan was obviously a function of what I saw on the brochure while they were briefing me accordingly, like a simple brochure, etc., a little bit of like briefing. And then I said, there's a possibility of making something big out of Aqua Boracay. I remembered verbatim, I said, there's a promise, let's do it. And then when I actually happened to come here, I saw that there were a lot of kite surfers here. I saw how beautiful they have rehabilitated the Bulabog side. There's a beach walk that actually stretches the entire Bulabog. The sand is actually very, very clean. The property is amazing. So I said, okay, this is the positioning, the better side of Boracay. That was the time when everything was still a vision. There was an infrastructure, but there was no Chef Chele, Seafood by Chele. It was supposed to come in, and then there's this one store right there by the lobby. I said, take out all these like water and Boracay t-shirt. If you want to make it prestigious, remove them all. Because if you want Boracay t-shirt, if you want Boracay cap, you go to the Talipapa, you buy it there. You don't buy that in an exclusive resort. So I said, I've got a lot of friends, I've got a lot of contacts. So initially, we've spoken with Francis Libiran, and this is in the pipeline. Francis Libiran would be the very first fashion hothouse couture that will have his own shop here in Boracay, and that will be made exclusive only at Aqua Boracay. There's the kite surfing, and in the process, we have partnered rather with the International Federation of Kite Surfers globally. We've hosted international kite surfing competition. Ergo, in the process, Bulabog has become the kite surfing capital of the Philippines. The vision is to make it the kite surfing capital of the world. We have a beautiful infrastructure such as this. We have Food by Chele, which is the first and only fine dining restaurant in the whole of Boracay, and it's also Tatler's Best very recently. So ergo, it solidifies the USP that we have created from the very start. You will be on the better side of Boracay if you stay at Aqua.
More exclusive, more private, less commercialized.
Yes.
Can you expound on or walk us through the other amenities that you have? I know I've heard from Tony, the owner of Aqua, that he's also buying a yacht.
He is.
Even a helicopter.
Correct.
Probably.
Correct.
To bring your guest here.
Well, it's not that he's gonna buy; he already has it. He has a private aviation, but we're naming it. He has private planes and he has helicopter. So this will be made exclusive to premier guests of Aqua. You don't necessarily have to go through the hassle of going to the airport. There's a private hangar for a private plane or a private helicopter. We call it Aqua Air. So that's an exclusive offer that we have for premier guests. Not to mention that we have the biggest suite, premier suite in the whole of Boracay. That's called Ibiza Suite. It's a 656 square meter suite with its own swimming pool, beachfront, that's that one. 3 bedrooms. All the furniture in that suite is all by Vito Selma. So it's amazing. only top notch. Only top notch. At some point, I think it would have been last year, I've invited a lot of friends. So we gave it a test. I said, okay, we'll set up our own DJ, our own lighting equipment here, our own bar in the suite here. And then I invited 100 guests in a hotel suite, comfortably dancing and having so much fun. And then we realized this is the ultimate suite that they could only find here at Aqua Boracay.
So to discuss more about the type of demographics and crowd that you're looking at.
We want to cater more towards the audience with a discriminating taste. Primarily because if you look at our infrastructure, it's very clean, it's modern, contemporary. It's nothing like you would see on the other side of Boracay that's more traditional. Well, for one, you know, this entire property was designed by Ed Calma, no less.
Amazing.
If you look at even the simplest of, and the simplest detail of each of the rooms, our toilet fixtures are from like Brava. We have an espresso machine in each of the suites. I mean, that's something that's not readily available anywhere else here in Boracay. So we have C. Food by Chef Chale. People who actually want finer things in life.
Exquisite taste.
Exquisite taste. And then people who actually want privacy, because at the end of the day, look at this suite, for example. We're fully booked, 100% occupancy rate. But outside the event, you won't see them like scattering around because the property is just too big. 1.4 hectares of open space for people to enjoy. Some actually you won't even see them. They just stay inside their rooms because their room is a holiday destination on its own.
I think that's one of the concerns of a lot of visitors of Boracay. It's a very popular island.
Correct.
Although from even all over the world, we're quite known for the best beach here, and the standards are pretty high. But when you go to the commercial side of it, it can be a bit of a disappointment. So if you really want exclusivity and privacy, I believe this is the other side that would really cater to that.
That is true.
So you're really in a very good spot here in Aqua.
That's why it's called the better side of Boracay. You have an international kite surfing competition happening here. You've got the best restaurant happening here. You've got the biggest suite here. I mean, what else can you ask for?
Last night you accommodated Miss Universe.
Right. So this is actually our second year of collaboration with Miss Universe. I remember last year, obviously, we were sort of still at an intro stage. So most of what we do in terms of communication was geared towards making sure that all the features on Miss Universe tackles on how beautiful the property is, the aesthetic side of it, etc. But of course, as we have evolved our partnership and Miss Universe organization evolving into becoming more of a platform to create positive change as opposed to just a mere beauty pageant, we also have to evolve as a partner when it comes to our participation. So this is the very first time that we've changed the paradigm of our participation with Miss Universe. Our first day was geared towards charity, nothing else. The girls didn't do anything but undergo all these like charitable activities.
I think for very special events in one's life, like weddings for instance, this would be a perfect venue to hold it here.
You know what, Philip? I mean, I know this is not scripted, but coming from that, right after this Miss Universe campaign, our next campaign is geared towards wedding. So we already have. So like exactly right after this Miss Universe campaign, our next campaign is more geared towards promoting Aqua as a wedding destination. We have all the materials not in the pipeline already. Push button mode. So yeah, so that's really the next step.
Well, for our last topic, perhaps, can you please invite our viewers in this awesome resort that you guys have here?
You know what, guys? This has been a home, not just for me, but for all our guests. To me, this is my second home. For the rest of our guests, this is their only home here in Boracay. So I would like to invite each and every one of you to come visit us here at Aqua Boracay. You can check us out at www.aquaboracay.com. And if you want to book, of course, there are a lot of platforms like Agoda, for example. Please, if you want your best experience to happen here in Boracay, no other place to be but here. Your paradise in Boracay, Aqua.
Thank you for giving me the studio some time to interview you and to be able to tell the whole world about this beautiful party.
How can I say no to you? How can I say
Thank
no
you
to
so
you? Thank
much,
you very
man.
much. Thank you very much.
Pleasure was mine.
My pleasure. Thank you.